Hi everyone, this is Inside the Box, Sports Inside the Box with Nate Miller. Had to get the title right there. Um, Hope you're all having a good day, a good week, um, wherever you may be. I know this is YouTube, so you could be watching from Japan right now. I don't know. so, um, and if you are, how you doing? That's something I forget to do. Um, I forget to acknowledge the viewers and listeners. Sometimes I I just I get caught up in trying to do the show and trying to do it well. And but from now on, I'm gonna at least say hi to the viewers and the listeners. Feel free to say hi back in the comments below. So awesome, awesome. Well, for anyone who follows sports, this week has been kind of a heavy one, a heavy one in the hearts of sports fan. Even if you're not a basketball fan, you kind of felt something this past week. It was Sunday. Sunday, I believe in the morning. Uh, Former NBA great, former Los Angeles Laker, I should say. He'll always be an NBA great, but former Los Angeles Laker Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash, along with his daughter Gianna, along with seven other people. But the uh, the one that everybody sort of felt was Kobe and his daughter, just to what he meant to the game of basketball, both on and off the court. I mean, he was just unstoppable on the court, just unstoppable. Um, it was crazy, just crazy watching him all those years, and wondering what can he like. What is it that he can't do? Is there anything he can't do? And so won numerous NBA titles with the Lakers, and just accomplished so many things and set so many records that we might not see broken. And then his life was tragically cut short. Tragically cut short. This man was 41 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 41 years old. That is 8 years older than I am right now. I'm 33 years old. you know, yeah, I can't imagine life being cut that short. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to imagine life being cut that short. I want to live a long time. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really do. So, and his daughter Gianna, I believe his daughter was 13 years old, and a very good basketball player herself. In fact, she was going to kind of be, the female version of him, of Kobe Bryant. And it's just amazingly tragic that I keep using that word, and I'm gonna keep using it, to be honest with you. Excuse me, because there's not a lot of other words that can describe it. So it's just wow. So, and Kobe was just as amazing off the court as he was on it. Um, very very giving to the community. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. I apologize. Um, Very given to the community. He worked with the Make a Wish Foundation. He granted over 200 wishes to kids who are either physically or mentally challenged or terminally ill. Many of them had cerebral palsy, like I do. So I can't really help but look up to this man, even though you know, um, it's just it's hard to swallow. It really is. I mean, death is never an easy thing, but when it's somebody who is as large as larger than life as Kobe Bryant, just wow. you know, losing someone is never easy. You know, just to sort of give you a little bit of my own experience. 14 years ago, 14 years ago, my own brother was killed. Not in a helicopter crash, but he was murdered. He was murdered over an iPhone, or I should say a smartphone. He was murdered in 2005. The iPhone wasn't out until 2007. So it was just, you know, I know somewhat of what these families are going through. The family of Kobe Bryant and the family of the others that were on the helicopter. And it really, they've got a long road ahead of them. They've got a long road ahead of them. I've had almost 15 years now of grieving and just moving on. And, it never really gets, you know, it never leaves you. It never really gets easier. It never really leaves you. It just, after a while, it's just there. You accept it, you move on to the best, of your ability, but you never really forget that that it happened. And truth be told, you're not really supposed to. You're not really supposed to forget that it happened. You're not really supposed to forget them. You're just supposed to, move on and just kind of remember that life goes on. So, life is probably not going to be the same for the families and the friends of Kobe Bryant and the others, and it won't be for a long time. So, it's just my condolences to everyone involved. Wow. I I got the news. I got the news probably like around noon Central Standard Time on this past Sunday, and I didn't want to believe it. At first, I didn't because it was on TMZ, and they can go back and forth all day, but then I saw it in the Los Angeles Times, and I knew it was real. Just wow. Couldn't believe it. Still can't believe it. And there are tributes everywhere going up to Kobe, um, especially right here in Dallas, over on Nowitzki Way in downtown Dallas. There's a tribute to Kobe Bryant right outside American Airlines Center, where the Mavericks play. And speaking of the Mavericks, Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, has announced that number 24 will be retired in honor of Kobe Bryant. I don't have a date on that just now, but it will be retired. I would assume before the end of the season. So it's just wow. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Very classy moves. Very classy move on Mark Cuban's part and the part of the Dallas Mavericks for retiring that. And I'm really hoping that the rest of the NBA follows suit. So, this was one of the greatest players in NBA history, ladies and gentlemen. And he's gone. Gone, but not forgotten. It's just, like I said, these families have a long, long road ahead of them. And it's not as hard for us as sports fans. But when you think about it, like we as sports fans, like we have a long road ahead of us. Like we have to sort of come to grips with the fact that he's gone. So, and obviously, again, it's not the same. It's not the same. We didn't know him personally. We felt like he did. We felt like we did because we watched him for so many years on and off the court. So I kind of felt, I kind of feel like if you watch somebody for a long time, whether it be a professional athlete, an actor, actress, singer, songwriter, whatever it is, whatever the person may be, I feel like you know them. You get to know them over all those years. And the funny thing is, you don't know them personally. You feel like you do, but you don't know them personally, and they don't know you personally. So you could get the chance to meet them and, talk to them as you've been best friends all your lives, and, they don't know who you are. They don't know if you know, if your intentions are good when you meet them. And so it's crazy. It's crazy that someone that we've watched for so many years is gone. And somebody that was going to sort of carry on his legacy in his daughter, Gianna, she's gone too. At the most tender age of 13 years old. So, a little earlier, I mentioned my brother. He was 24 when he was murdered. So, I'm 33 right now, and it felt strange when I turned 25. Just because I could say that, unfortunately, my brother never saw the age of 25, and Gianna will never see the age of 13. Kobe will never see the age of 42. Life is life is very fragile. It's very short, very, just be careful with it. Be very careful with it. And, Kobe and Gianna, they were living life to the fullest. I mean, they were on a helicopter, for crying out loud. They knew what it meant to live. They really did. And that's great. That is great. But still, very unfortunate that it happened. And family, friends, fans, the NBA, we're all going to have to move on. We're all going to have to move on. I mean, it was sad enough when he retired. And now we've got to deal with this. Just unbelievable. I don't know for sure if the investigation is still going on. Don't know what else, needs to be investigated. But, it's just, wow. So tragic. And from what I hear, when they found the bodies of Kobe Bryant and Gianna, Kobe was hugging her in the wreckage. When they found the wreckage and they found their bodies, Kobe was hugging Gianna at the time of the crash, and that's just too powerful. And just, yeah. Just unbelievably tragic that they're gone. So, life is too short. Hug your loved ones. You don't know how much longer you're going to have them to hug. Just, be there. Be there for them and whatnot. And treasure them. Life is way too short. So, I know this was kind of a sad video, but something I've been feeling um, over the past week. And I just wanted to share it with you. So hopefully next week will be more positive. So that's all I had for now. Talk to you later.